Hi, I'm Carol Andrews for another episode of Southwest TV News. Here are some of the stories coming up on today's show. As we all head outdoors to enjoy a range of activities this summer, you're reminded to protect yourself from the harmful UV rays, which can damage your skin and in some cases lead to skin cancer. Local entrepreneurs now seize the opportunity to develop new accommodations and other attractions, welcoming tourists and other travelers to Maple Creek and the Cypress Hills. And as more individuals head outdoors and out on the highways to area lakes and other destinations, motorists are reminded to adhere to the speed limit and avoid any distractions such as texting and driving. Thanks for joining us here today. Wearing a hat and putting on sunscreen is a common reminder this time of the year by health officials. We find out more about protecting yourself from the sun in today's top story. The recent switch to hot temperatures is a welcome trend to many after several months of cold weather. And as we all head outdoors to enjoy a range of activities this summer, you're reminded to protect yourself from the harmful UV rays, which can damage your skin and in some cases lead to skin cancer.
Well, we tend to focus on the brightness, and when the clouds come in and it's a bit dull, we forget that the UV or the ultraviolet rays still do penetrate through the clouds, and those are the most dangerous ones and have the most effects on our skin, and are the predisposing factors for cancers, as well as skin damage. And don't hang yourself out in the sun. A lot of people want to get a tan, or they say they're getting their daily dose of vitamin D. Actually, your daily dose of vitamin D only requires a very brief exposure to the sun. You don't need to be out for too long. The longer you're out in the sun or direct sunshine, the more risk you put to your skin.
Along with applying sunscreen with an SPF factor of 30 or higher several times throughout the day, you should also try to seek shade as often as possible to protect your skin and your eyes.
The eyes are very, very crucial components, and a lot of illnesses that come later on in life, especially glaucoma, cataracts, and things like that, even macular degeneration of the eye, are all related to a lot of exposure to sun. And so sunglasses is not just a stylistic thing. It's you should get good UV blocking sunglasses and wear them regularly in the outdoors, especially in our kind of summer where we do get a lot of sunshine.
Sunscreen is recommended to be reapplied frequently, especially after swimming. And you should always check the product guidelines for the age appropriateness for children. Southwest TV News is hitting the road with our annual Summer Around the Southwest tour, covering a variety of exciting events across the region. The Southwest TV News Summer Around the Southwest tour is proudly brought to you by Innovation Credit Union. Imagine the possibilities. Tourism season is in full swing, and businesses in Maple Creek are ready to welcome weary travelers. Following raging floodwaters in June of 2010, which damaged numerous properties throughout the town of Maple Creek, local entrepreneurs have now seized the opportunity to develop new accommodations and other attractions, welcoming tourists and other travelers to Maple Creek and the Cypress Hills. Construction is well underway of the new Cobble Creek Lodge at the south end of town. This 37-room hotel is slated to open later this fall and came to light through a group of local entrepreneurs coming together on the project, with high expectations of meeting the needs of tourists.
We've got it so good in Maple Creek, and especially, we don't have smokestack industries in Maple Creek. What we do have is the Cypress Hills Park and tourism. I mean, that's huge for our community and some of the best weather in Saskatchewan. If we can get those people to stop in town, those 200,000 people that go through our town every summer to go to the park, if we can get them to stay a night or two in Maple Creek, and that's positive.
A welcome addition to Maple Creek, which town officials look forward to seeing open.
it's a godsend. I mean, we need it, and to see that building up there like it is now, even in this shape, it gets everyone excited. And as the tourists go through for the summer, again, it'll be part of that destination where we do have a good hotel for a wedding or, reunions and business and all that stuff. There's a plethora of times that where people are traveling back and forth from Swift Current because, Cypress Park is full. These ones are full of crews and stuff, and they can't. So they either go Swift Current or Medicine Hat.
Another new resource of accommodations in Maple Creek is the renovated commercial hotel. The building has been fully restored following the 2010 flood, with the upgrading of 14 rooms and 6 additional suites in progress, a new dining room, bar, and soon-to-open outdoor licensed patio. An establishment which will add to the growing attractions of Maple Creek through the tourism season and beyond.
June, July, and August are kind of, almost full. So I think it's going to be a great season, especially not only for the commercial, for the town itself, especially with addition of, there's a new hotel being built. That's a very, very positive sign that we'll be expecting a great tourism industry or business here in town.
Approximately 200,000 vehicles pass through Maple Creek each year, bringing in tourists and other guests to the Cypress Hills destination area. Slow down and keep your eyes focused on the road is an ongoing message by the RCMP. We have more in this report. Another summer season is upon us, and as more individuals head outdoors and out on the highways to area lakes and other destinations, motorists are reminded to adhere to the speed limit and avoid any distractions such as texting and driving.
Just like to remind people with the warm weather, more people are out and about, children riding bicycles, many of them just learning how to do it. So we just want to remind people to slow down, especially in residential areas, park areas, school zones, etc. Just the onus ultimately falls on the driver.
RCMP further remind everyone to refrain from getting behind the wheel after using alcohol or drugs, as this is not only illegal, but could mean the difference between life and death for all parties involved on the roadway.
It's one of those things with the summer, holidays coming up, Frontier Days are nearing. It's very important for people to be mindful of their speed, and obviously drinking and driving. Being the summer month, we're moving into patio season here. Just like to remind people to plan responsibly, plan a safe ride home, and plan ahead. Nowadays there's no excuse for drinking and driving. Unfortunately, we still see it often here in our city. So we'd like to remind people to be responsible, drink responsibly, and plan safe rides home.
By obeying the speed limit and other rules of the road, you can ensure everyone has a safe summer season. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.